Hey there, folks. There was a little trouble with loading the next CSS battle. Let's go ahead and refresh and see if it's up. And it is. This reminds me of the flag of what U.S. state? I think New Mexico with the red stripes. But I think I go nested template on this guy. So I already do a plain yellow, but this yellow is what? EDDF5A. That's a hex color. I'm going to set margins. I'm going to set the initial background to be this red. I'm going to use the margins to narrow in the body tag so that it's very precisely aligned. 142. And this is probably 0? No, -8. -8, I think. Okay. So what do we need to do to undo these colors? Today, I feel like we've done these this sort of, what am I trying to say? Four-way or two across both the XY x-axis and across the y-axis, and had things that are scaled. So today, let's see, what do we need to do to create that? Let's do it with conic gradient and see how far we get. I think this is the way we did it. A few of them is a good way. Let's actually. What if we do? So if we've got red already on the background, right? So that's what we've got. What if we do? How little can we do? How about a linear gradient at 90 degrees, and then really constrain the size? Make it maybe a repeating linear gradient. Repeating linear gradient. Because if these stripes are fin, then I can do yellow, transparent, and do 0, probably 40 pixels, and then 0, 80 pixels, right, to do a repeating linear gradient. And then if I put that right where I want it and constrain the size, so let's put it at, we'll put it at 0, 0, and then I'll do a size 100 pixels, 100 pixels, and then do no repeat. No repeat. Can we do that? That might work. Oh, so it is 120 wide, yeah, and then the height is like 80 or something. This might be a technique. And then we move that over on the x-axis, 100 pixels, 200 pixels, 170, 60, 50, 40. So that gets us those. And we don't then need, do we not need the second position? No, we do. We need to put them at 0. And if we save that as a variable, so we'll do that to whether it's a vertical line, so V for vertical. And this is a way to do it. I'm not super excited about that, but it works. And if I do this, so one of the other options that's a little more verbose is you can do left and then bottom to set that where you'd like it to be, right? So that's another technical option. And actually, if I remove the background color and add the red here, and then, well, so what's left? I'm gonna put blue, so a false color there. So if I've got that, then I kind of can just do the same thing again and take out the 90 degrees. And don't forget to, we got to have repeating the linear gradient, has an R at the beginning. Oh, and then so I guess that's similar, but not exactly the same. So let's do like that and flop those colors. Oh no, I have it wrong again. What am I doing wrong? Oh, because haha. So that's not where I needed to change them. I am a human being and I make plenty of mistakes. So let's see. That color gets swapped for that color. That swap for there. Okay. All right. Cool. I think it's 100%. And I think that I can. No, I'm happy with that. This left and bottom, right? That's a lot more characters for Code Golf, right? So if I don't do that, if I set 0 and then set another number, I can do 120 pixels probably. There's 110. There's 120. And I probably don't have to do all of that, but that's the way that I thought to do it. With my GitHub, on GitHub, I've got these plugins, do the unit replace, and some of those reduce down to different widths, and I can probably do 35%. Oh, nope, not there. I can do 35% on the width, and that will reduce nicely, so I can remove the space after the percent mark. Is there a repeat I can get rid of? Probably not. Yeah, no. I need both of those no repeats. But that's a perfectly respectable solution. I do need that semicolon. I don't need that semicolon. I'm going to use my minify and go ahead and submit. And that's a final. And that's a pretty good score. Thanks for watching. Go make a web page. The web is awesome. It's certainly a rough period in the world's history. Be good to each other, be good to yourselves, and like I said, go make a web page.